developments are all about how do I get stuff. Chief Nzeribe once said something when they were accusing Chief Okadigbo of embezzling National Assembly funds. What was the question? I'm going to say it exactly the way he said it. Ndi Igbo ole ketere. How many Igbo people got? So Nzeribe's trying to push that they should impeach his brother, Senator Okadigbo, then was not because Jermaine Okadigbo embezzled any funds, but because the money that was allocated and spent, he feels he didn't get a portion of it. And because he didn't get a portion of it, that's a big taboo. And that's enough reason for him to join any forces wanting to bring down Okadigbo. So this whole state creation is the same thing. People are beginning to position themselves, see themselves that if we create a bad state, I'm from Abia State, this old Bende people, I won't be contesting who will be governor with them. Abba State, all of us who are will now be looking for who will be our governor. We will not be bothering with the Bende and whatever you call them, as they call us. It will now be within us. These are all the politics that is being played. But nobody is sitting down, like I said earlier in another conversation somewhere, to say, is it viable to have a seaport in Calabar? Does it make sense to open the seaport in Warri? Is it in our best interest that since majority of our importers and exporters most likely come from Nnewi and the Onitsha area, let's go and see how we can open up that Onitsha dry seaport and make life easy for them. If they import their goods through Port Harcourt, they can easily move it through a channel to what is it called, to Onitsha. And even the guy in Benue can from there move his own further up. Nobody talks about those kinds of developmental policies. All we're busy doing is how to splinter states that ordinarily should be viable, because there is no part of Nigeria that, if well administered properly with enough good eggheads, will not prosper. Why most of the states in Nigeria are not prospering today is because nobody is thinking through. The guys running Zamfara are not thinking through how they can develop Zamfara. Yes, we have natural resources, but if we move away from natural resources, how can we develop Zamfara in such a way that Zamfara will not need to be going to Abuja every month? I live here in Canada. Our barter does not depend on the federal government unnecessarily for funds. The barter economy is very buoyant. Agriculture, not to talk of oil, which is the biggest asset in our barter. Agriculture alone, the amount of money our barter government makes from agriculture by exporting items to China. Go and see farmers here during farming season here. See what they're doing with canola seeds and exporting the same canola seeds to places like China and everywhere. Timber, the amount of wood that the Alberta government makes from timber and all those things. This is how you make places viable. So this whole state creation thing, and then of course it's laughable. It just tells you how atrociously scandalous our people can be in politics. You're talking about 31 states. You want to carve out another state from Anambra State, carve out another one from Abia State that is already very small. You want to create an Aba State. How big is that Aba State? Do you understand what I'm saying? So I think I don't even understand what Benjamin Carlo and co, who are pushing this thing, what it is that they are smoking. They are smoking something that is worse than hemp. For them to be thinking about creating 31 states from what we already have, it doesn't make any sense.